CNN News broadcast with your hosts Corey Lumsdaine and Alex Fletcher.
Hello, I'm Corey Lumsdaine.
And I'm Alex Fletcher.
In today's news, there are many on the search for the dreaded Osama Bin Laden.
So, Corey, what are we going to be talking about today?
We are going to be talking about the search and what led up to it.
And what led up to that search?
Well, CNN.com says that in 1990, the Saudi government allowed U.S. troops in Saudi Arabia after the attack on Kuwait, which we all know later became the Persian Gulf War. Bin Laden wrote many arguments against the Saudi regime. In 91, Bin Laden was expelled from Saudi Arabia because of anti-government acts. He took refuge in Sudan. Saudi Arabia revoked his citizenships, and his family publicly disowned him. In 93, there was a bomb at the World Trade Center, killing 6 M100s. 6 Muslim radicals were convicted. In 95, there was a truck bombing at a military base in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It kills 5 Americans and 2 Indians. In 96, the Sunnis expel Bin Laden. He moves with his 10 children and 3 wives to Afghanistan. He declared a jihad, or a holy war. 19 U.S. soldiers died in a bombing that year, and the U.S. indicted Bin Laden for training people to kill. In 98, Bin Laden declares all Muslims should kill Americans and citizens. We indicted him for this also. In 2000, Ahmad Razam is guilty for a failed bomb attempt in Los Angeles airport. He said in his plea that Bin Laden had trained him in Afghanistan. Inspector General of the September 11th attack, John Helgerson, said in 2005 that he couldn't find a single point of failure, nor a silver bullet that would have stopped the attacks that killed nearly 3,000 people, as said by Surge's knowledge source. Alex, what are some more current events on the hunt for Osama Bin Laden?
In October 2001, Bin Laden warns in a statement broadcast on Al Jazeera 2 hours after the U.S.-led coalition begins military strikes against Afghanistan that it will have no rest until the Middle East conflict is resolved and U.S. bases in the region are shut down. November 2001. A letter said to be from Bin Laden calls on Muslims in Pakistan to stand up for Islam as the country supports the U.S.-led campaign against Afghanistan. December 2001. U.S. forces apparently intercept radio message in which Bin Laden is instructing troops from Afghanistan's mountainous regions of Tora Bora, but the trail goes cold, and U.S. officials admit they have no information on the Al-Qaeda leader's whereabouts. April 2002. Old clips of Bin Laden and some of his top aides are aired on Al Jazeera, along with footage of an 11 September hijacker reading what happens to be a suicide note. September 2002. An alleged planner of the September 11th attacks, Ramzi bin Najib, is captured in Pakistani city of Karachi. November 2002. Bin Laden refers to the attacks in Bali, Yemen, and Moscow theater siege which has recently taken place. March 2003. Senior Al-Qaeda leader Khalid Sheikh Mohammed is arrested in Pakistan. Investigators believe he kept in contact with Bin Laden through emails and hand-delivered messages. April 2003. An audio recording said to be of Bin Laden in which he calls for attacks on the government of the Gulf states is released by the Associated Press news agency. October 2004. A Bin Laden videotape surfaces just days before the U.S. presidential election. December 2004. An audio tape attributes to Osama Bin Laden calls on Iraqis to boycott January elections. March 2005. Pakistan's President Pervez Musharraf says Pakistani troops had their best chance of capturing Bin Laden from May-July 2004 after the army launched an offensive along the border with Afghanistan. January 2006. After a silence for more than a year, Al Jazeera aired an audio tape which had CIA analysts say was made by Al-Qaeda leader Osama Bin Laden. In it, the speaker said new attacks on the U.S. were being planned, but offered a long-term truce to the Americans and offer the U.S. quickly rejected.
Thank you, Alex. Now we go to field reporter Alfred Gammon with an interview of one man looking for Osama Bin Laden.
Thank you, Alfred Gammon, for that interesting interview.
And that concludes the CNN News at 7 o'clock. I'm Corey Lumsdaine.
And I'm Alex Fletcher.
Have a good night, America. Hello, I'm Corey Lumsdaine. And I'm Alex Fletcher. In today's news, there are many on the search for the dreaded Osama Bin Laden. So, Corey, what exactly are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about the search and what led up to it. What led up to the search, Corey? Well, hello, I'm Corey Lumsdaine.
Oh, sorry.
Give it to him.
My phone did.